Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
No Mercy for Monsters is a game squarely targeted at younger gamers. It's going to be for the youngest of gamers. If you want to play with a little bit older kids, you can stand back a little bit because you're going to be throwing things at the board. The further back you are, the harder it's going to be. The closer you are, the easier it's going to be. So that difficulty level can definitely be made by the parent, even on a per child basis. What you're going to be doing in this game is you're going to be throwing tokens at monsters and try to knock them over. When you knock them over, you kind of move to the next board, almost like a video game, if you will. You're going to be rolling a dice each turn. It might have you like cover up an eye. You got to throw with your left hand instead of your right. You might have to throw through a window. All these kind of wacky things that the game will have you do. The game is simple in nature. It's going to be throwing tokens at the board and trying to knock over particular monsters so you can progress through the game. If you progress far enough through the game, you win. So it's kind of a cooperative nature for little guys. This is just for little kids. That's going to be it. If you're a little bit older, this is not a dexterity game that you're going to enjoy too much. For the littlest of gamers only, but for us, it's a keeper for him. Here is No Mercy for Monsters. You're going to have a box. Mine doesn't close all the way with all the stuff inside of it. You're going to open it up. You get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. And a lot of the stuff in here is going to just stay in here. So this is going to be the game board itself. You're going to get a couple of dice. The purple one will be used with middle-aged kids. Orange one will be for if you want to play the advanced version of the game. You're going to get these nice little tokens here that you'll be using to throw. Very thick and very nice. And then you're going to get the standees with the monsters. And they are super cute. So you'll get plenty of these in this box. Then you'll get some extra stuff with the advanced variant if you want to use the extra stuff, which makes a little game a little harder. But you can see here there's different boards and stuff. Really, they're just here for cosmetic purposes, but they're really, really cool. And they are a timer for the game, I suppose. Everything is really, really good. Excellent job. Here's the rule book. It's going to pop out. You're going to get a little bit of story warm-up and bios on the characters. And then you're going to flip it open like a map. And this will be the game. So you're going to have the idea of the game, the aim, setting it up, how to play in the game. There's a couple of variants here if you want to utilize those to play the game. The game is very simple. You probably need less than 5 minutes to read through this, and your kids can usually play on their own. The dice may trip them up a little bit, but for the younger gamers, you'll use the variant 3. You'll take that completely out. To set the game up, you're going to put the monsters in numerical order. You have the first board here, and you'll have all the tokens kind of spread out and face down. If you're not playing with the advanced variant, you'll put these things aside here, and you'll take the purple die. If you're playing with younger gamers, eliminate the purple die. That's one of the official variants, but if you want to play with this, you basically rule it, and it will tell you what to do on the side. For like this, you have to close one of your eyes. So the different dies size will tell you something. This will tell you to close one eye, stand on one foot, make a funny face while you do it. There's one on here that you have to pinch your nose while you do it and shout and all kinds of funny things that they'll do to make the game a little bit harder. The first thing you do with the first room is you'll put one single monster in, and then you'll flip over a tile. If it is a sock, then you will look to see if it matches any socks in there. If not, that means you can just throw it one time, and then you would throw it at the monster. Well, I didn't knock him down, so I'd look at another one. I got a purple dotted one. It's not also in there. So, and then let's just say I knocked it down. If I knocked him down, that would go off. I have used 2 of these tokens. They would be set aside. And then what we do is we move to the next board. And the next board, we would put 2 monsters out. Now, you're going to continue as you go through the boards to do that. Until the final board, you'll have 3 monsters out. As you can see, they're coming in. If you happen to turn over a ball, you'll use that a little differently. You come here to the window, and you have to try to knock down the monsters through the window. If you flip over a monster, and let's say a monster is already sitting down, and you flip over a monster, you would have to stand that monster back up. And then this one would go back face down, and you have to kind of memorize where it's at. If you get a sock and it matches as this one does, it matches one in there, then you can throw it as many times as you want until you knock down a monster. Okay, knock that guy down, then I'll be done with that one. The last one you can have is the pail of water. So what you're going to do from the pail of water is you're going to put it and throw it from the top of the ceiling, and you'll try to knock them down. I knocked down both these monsters. They would come out. I would clean up my tokens. I would open up the next board, and 2 more monsters would come out. And that's how you play That's how you play the game. Now, like I said, this will continue on until either you're out of tokens and then you lose, you have nothing to throw at them, or you're able to knock down all of the monsters. The last variant is going to be this one, where you roll this orange die, and you can put extra items into the house that you'll have to knock down. And it makes the game a little bit harder, I suppose. But that's the general flow of No Mercy for monsters. Who should buy this game? I would say I'd probably say 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds, somewhere in that kind of target range, maybe to first or second grade. I think they can get something out of this. You're going to be throwing things at the board. You can stand back further and change the difficulty. I think that will work. There will be a point that your kids will outgrow this game, but it's okay to have games targeted at certain age groups, and this one will definitely do it for you.